proud ka na may autism yung anak mo? Hindi mo ba pagsisisihan yan? Ba't pinupost ko sa social media na may autism yung anak ko? Masakit. Tapos yung mga parents din minsan na parang on the side parang sasabi, hey, yung ganun ba? Excuse me, can you teach your son to be quiet? Can you educate your child not to touch anything?
I got mad. One of the kids sabi, "Uy, tignan mo to, hindi siya magsasalita." Pinapakan yung ulo ni Xander. And then Xander's like, "Ow!" Like, he was screaming, "Ouchie, ouchie!" Ginawa nila ulit. And that's when I lost it. I told the mom, baka gusto mong turuan yung anak mo paano maging nice.
Yung pinakamahirap na part is nung nagkasakit siya, puro lang siya iyak, sigaw, ouchie, ouchie.
The autism word itself is what's hurt me. May autism man o wala, whatever the case of the child is, I should not buy anything that gives them a warning that, oh, Xander has autism. Just treat everybody, the same. Kumbaga be a decent human being talaga.
So, I'm Glendale Coloma. Pinanganak ako sa Umingan, Pangasinan. So, I'm from the north. Napunta ako dito sa US noong 2014. I was a stay-at-home mom for almost 10 years. Yeah, kasi dahil sa work ni Carlo, he's always away most of the time kasi nasa service siya. So, since nagvo-volunteer ako sa school ng mga bata, sometimes sa mga special education classes, like parent volunteer, may nagsabi sa akin na, bakit hindi mo subukang mag-apply, nagvo-volunteer ka na din lang. Yung first job ko na ito as instructional assistant sa learning center is a big blessing kasi mas nakilala ko yung mga bata na may mga needs. So, mas lumawak yung pangunawa ko. Mas alam ko ngayon kung paano ko pa mag-guide si Xander.
My name is Carlo Coloma. Dumating ako dito sa US ng 2001. Work here for a little bit. Na-realize ko na thinking of getting education is really difficult, so I decided to join the US Navy. I met Glendale 2012. We just decided that we want to establish a family right away. So Xander was born 2014, and this is in the middle of me while deployed in the Middle East. So I've never met Xander till he was already 8 months. It's been a challenge with that deployment. That's why I decided to just retire next year so that I could spend time and become a full-time dad.
Dito sa US, pag ang bata mga nasa 3 or magfo-4, kailangan na nilang mag-school. May mga assessment sila na at first, syempre, si Xander, di naman gumagamit ng gunting. So parang, he has this weakness on this and that. So ako as a defense naman, parang, hindi po namin siya pinapagamit ng gunting. Regarding vocabulary, at the age of 3, pinabasa siya at nakapagbasa siya. So actually, he can read, hindi putol-putol, diretsyong pagbabasa.
Good job! That's the fun!
So sabi nila, we see red flag on that. Wala siyang conversation. Wala siyang eye contact. Pag tinawag mo yung pangalan niya, it takes time, like around 10, 15, 20 hanggang 30 seconds bago siya mag-respond sa name niya. I think, sabi nilang ganyan, he has signs of autism. Nag-usap kami mag-asawa, mag-seek tayo ng help. Yun yung San Diego Regional Center. Nakuha namin yung result ng diagnosis ni Xander 2019. Ang tanong ko, how can I make myself better? Para mas magabayan ko siya, mas maunawaan ko siya. Hindi ako dumating sa point na sinisi ko si God at sinisi ko yung sarili ko.
So with me, I process it differently kasi nobody ever planned on having a child with a special need, and for a while I was in denial because a lot of people would ask both of us that, hey, were you guys considering na baka mamaya may autism si Xander? And then I would challenge their thought process. Like, why would you say something like that? Like, anong nakikita nyo? The one thing that actually made me consider is when Xander is in Sunday school, and then one of his peers asked me for, teacher, pwedeng pahingi ng color, ganyan. And he was like, the kid was actually fluent asking me those things. And then Xander, and I said, Xander, because Xander is very self-sufficient. He will just grab whatever he needs. And Xander, what would you like? Like, what color would you like? And Xander was just telling me like gibberish, like, so I said, all right, so this is something that we have to really consider. It was tough because wala kaming masyadong guidance. There was help given to us, pero majority of the time kami ni Glenda yung nagna-navigate.
May mga instances na si Xander talagang hindi ko siya maintindihan. Kukunin niya yung kamay ko and then pointing into something, pero hindi niya masabi na ano yung gusto niyang gawin ko dun sa bagay na yon. Gulong-gulo ko kasi, di ba, most of the time ako lang mag-isa. Yung pinakamahirap na part is nung nagkasakit siya, nagkaroon siya ng severe constipation. Puro lang siya iyak, sigaw, ouchie, ouchie, yun yung lagi niyang sinasabi. Nung nandun kami sa hospital, tinatry nila na i-ultrasound siya, kuhanan ng images para maintindihan what's going on. Hanggang sa dumating sa point na binigyan siya ng pampatulog or something para kumalma siya at para makuhanan siya ng image. Malakas siyang lumaban, kumbaga parang hindi umiipekto yung pampatulog or pampakalma sa kanya. Sabi ng isang doktor is, we will have you transfer to another hospital. Umiiyak ako habang nasa ambulance kami. So, nung dumating kami sa hospital, sa bigger hospital, doon talaga ako nag-breakdown na. Yung kinakausap ko ng doktor, parang blanco na. So, it's like, pag kinakausap ako ng doktor, tatawagan ko yung asawa ko, pwedeng ikaw na, parang hindi ko na alam kung ano yung isasagot ko, something like that. So, yung pala, nagkaroon siya ng severe constipation. Inano na siya actually, ni-refer na siya actually for like surgery kasi parang it's almost similar to appendicitis. So, parang sa akin naman, parang uoperahan yung anak ko, parang in pain na siya. Paano na lang pag inaoperahan siya? Ano kayang mararamdaman niya? Masasabi niya kaya?
One time, I got mad. Xander came home from school and he has a big scratch on his back. Sabi ko kay Glenda, nakita mo ba to kayo ng umaga? Nung piniprepare mo ba siya? Sabi niya, no, I wasn't there. Every time I touch Xander and he will go like this. Yung challenge namin is yung at that time hindi pa niya masabi. Sinasabi niya lang kung anong ginawa niya sa bus. You know, I sing a song. I cry in the bus. It's like, why are you crying in the bus? I got tears. Right now, Xander is doing well. 5 years ago, the things that we just wish to see someday, we're seeing it now. Our family, we are very, very faith-centered family, and we all give this credit to our Lord Jesus Christ. And he's saying more than that, parang to the point na pwede bang magpahinga ka muna magsalita kasi you talk too much.
Hindi siya yung direct bully. So, makikita mo lang actually sa playground how they stare at him. Minsan masakit na makita. Tapos yung mga parents din minsan na parang on the side parang sasabi, hey, yung ganun ba? One time nagpunta ako sa school ni Xander for his IEP meeting. And yung asawa ko hindi siya available. And that time hindi pa ako nagda-drive. So, nung pauwi na kami ni Xander, ang nakuha naming sasakyan is Tesla. So, yung anak ko excited. Sabi, oh, Mom, this is Tesla car. This is so nice. Yung gano'n parang dinidescribe niya kung ano yung Tesla. So, syempre parang medyo maingay siya. So, sabi ng driver sa akin, excuse me, can you teach your son to be quiet? Can you educate your child not to touch anything in other person's car? So, sabi ko na lang, oh, I'm sorry. I apologize for that. He just has autism. And then after maybe 10 seconds, nag-mellow down siya. Nagkaroon siya ng realization na, karapatan niya yun. Syempre, sasakyan niya, di ba?
Big time talaga ang challenge namin is yung how to deal with people. So Xander was, doing his thing. He was not bothering anyone. He was climbing and he was patiently waiting for the two girls that was on top of him. And one of the kids sabi, "Oy, tingnan mo to, hindi siya magsasalita." Tinapakan yung ulo ni Xander. And then Xander's like, ow, he was screaming, ouchie, ouchie. And I stood up and kind of like, hopefully the kids will see me that, hey, dad is around and maybe they will not do it again. And then they're kind of like looking around and I guess, they didn't see me. Tapos ginawa nila ulit. And that's when I lost it. And then the mom is actually just standing right in front of them. The mom didn't even say anything. I told the mom, I was like, parang sinabihan ko na, baka gusto mong turuan yung anak mo paano maging nice. That was when Xander can't really express himself verbally. Now Xander knows how to put himself away from the situation when it's not good for him.
He's very caring. So kapag halimbawa nasugatan ako or parang napaso ako habang nagluluto, kukuha siya ng Band-Aid. Hindi namin siya tinuruan na ganun, pero yung maramdaman mo yung paano siya mag-care, yun yung nakakataba ng puso. Xander is very helpful, very nice. Sa school nila kasi every Friday, so whenever they do good things, binibigyan sila ng amount. Pag nakumpleto nila yung mga homework nila or wala silang meltdown throughout the week, bibigyan sila ng amount ng teacher nila. So yung mga play money, mga $20, $10, and sa loob ng classroom nila, meron silang store. So sa store na yun, may mga prices, may mga presyo. So most of the time na inuuwi niya, it's not for him. It's for the sister. Kahit hindi siya expressive, pero ibibigay niya lang yun. Pagdating niya dito, bubuksan niya yung backpack niya. Tapos yung pasalubong niya doon sa kapatid niya. Talagang nakakataba ng puso pag ginagawa niya yun. And he continuously do that.
One thing with Xander is that pag sa Sunday na mag-volunteer ako to play in a worship team, I would play my guitar. One time, he just took his guitar and then just trying to follow what I did. Kumbaga, okay, subukan ko yung turuan si Xander mag-play ng guitar. Now, our routine is every time I have practice at home, nakiki-practice din siya. And now, he can play guitar and he can play keyboard. Pag may volunteer ako sa Sunday, he would always play with me. I would say na it's not a one-size-fits-all. Just treat everybody, the same. Kumbaga, be a decent human being talaga. May autism man o wala, whatever the case of the child is, I should not buy anything that gives them a warning. Even though it did cross my mind na bilhan natin siya ng bracelet, it has autism. Nag-decide namin na it should not be the case. Para genuine yung pagiging kindness, para bang they have to, dahil lang na may autism siya or ganun.
My husband's kumbaga nasa military siya. Kumbaga yung ginagamit niyang insurance, kasama doon or kasama sa benefits is yung speech tsaka OT ni Xander. Kapag yung sa ibang insurance, HAL. From the school side, because I also work at school, sa public school, free. Education nila, transportation, may food din sila. They also have free OT, free speech, free APE. Yung APE, Assisted PE, part din sa school ni Xander, which is, we are very thankful na sinali si Xander sa school choir nila. This year siya lang yung may special needs na kasali doon. I'm thankful din sa teacher niya, ang tiyaga niya na kumbaga parang ipaliwanag din sa mga bata that this is Xander. Alam mo yung mararamdam mo yung community ng mga bata na naiintindihan nila si Xander. And then one time na sinundo ko si Xander from his choir practice, merong nag-approach sa akin ng mga bata from the choir, sabing ganyan, "Are you Xander's mom?" Sabi ganyan. So, "Yeah, I am." Sabi ng bata, "I just wanna let you know that your son really has a good voice." Nakakataba ng puso. Hindi dahil sa nakafocus ako sa ganda ng boses ng anak ko. Kundi kumbaga parang, alam mo yun, yung parang nila na nakikipag-interact din sila sa mga bata kagaya nila. Proud ka na may autism yung anak mo? Hindi mo ba pagsisisihan yan? Yun yung nila na parang, bakit proud ako na may autism yung anak ko? Ba't pinupost ko sa social media na may autism yung anak ko?
The autism word itself is what's hurt me.
Yes. Mas na-appreciate namin siya ngayon with the journey that we've been through before na clueless kami, we don't know what to do. But now, Like we've seen the improvement and progress. So it may be a baby step, but it's a milestone for us.
Yeah, 100%. I would go through it again. If anything, Xander really made us a better parent. Xander is really a gift from God, and we would not change it for any in any other ways. My wish for Xander is that to continue to be himself, be as genuine as he can. Someday people will see him beyond words can express. Someday that he'll be a good musician.
My name?
My name is Xander.
Let's sing Angels Brought Me Here. It's been a long and winding journey, but I'm finally here tonight. I'm picking up the pieces and walking back into the light, into the sunset of glory, where my heart and future lies. There's nothing like that feeling. And look into your eyes. My dreams came true. What I found you. I found you. My miracle.
Yeah, so my message for our boy Xander is he will grow up as a good person and be able to explore the things that he can do. In the long run, mas magkaroon siya ng confidence na gawin yung gusto niyang gawin, na kahit ano pa yung sabihin ng mga tao, tignan man siya ng masama, as long as masaya siya.
Kuya, I just want to wish you continue to be a good boy. Continue to be a good example in school, in church, and anywhere. You'll be a good example of God's blessing. Continue to be awesome, and I wish you to be successful even in music. That someday that you and I can play music together on the stage.
Kuya, I have a message for you.
Okay, just say it.
I really like how you are really hard working at school and how you work hard to earn stuff for me to take home. And I am so proud of that. Whenever you are happy, I will be happy.
This video is sponsored by Milo Speech Buddy.